for subsidy claims. On the foreign scene, dozens dead in bomb blasts in Iran. I am Constance Mega. The Rivers State Civil Service Commission has remained silent on the redeployment of the Clerk of the State House of Assembly, Emeka Amadi, and the Deputy Clerk of the House, Callistus Ojirika. Recall that both principal officers of the House were redeployed to the Scholarship Board and the Readers. However, recently fought that the redeployment was not effected. Now, as you may know, Mr. Amadi's letter faulted Mr. Ehie for stating that he was resigning as the Speaker of the House. The letter, a disclaimer written on the Rivers State House of Assembly letterhead, said Mr. Ehie never held the position of the House Speaker, nor was he elected as such. In the meantime, a political analyst, Zoe Tamunotonye, says Rivers people should be focused on how to compel the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to conduct fresh election to fill the vacant seats in the State House of Assembly. Mr. Tamunotonye said this in an interview while speaking on the resignation of Edison Ehie as member representing Ahoda East State constituency in the State House of Assembly.
What we are supposed to be looking at right now, Rivers people should focus on INEC to enforce the law by conducting another election to fill in those 27 vacant seats in the Rivers State House of Assembly to provide governance. That is what Rivers people should focus with. We shouldn't be distracted by this wave of resignation left and right. Again, it is important to note that a constitutional crisis is on its way with regards to the Rivers State issue.
In another development, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara today paid a birthday visit to Senator Azuta Mbata. Governor Fubara was accompanied by the Secretary to the State Government, Tami Danagogo, former lawmaker Edison Ehie, federal lawmaker Awaji Inombe Kabiante, former lawmaker Evans BP, elder statesmen Adokie Amiesemaka and Dr. Sam Jaja, among others. As you may know, Senator Mbata is a close ally of former Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, where Governor Fubara also visited the Bayelsa State Governor, Doyediri, in Bayelsa State. Moving on, 5 constituents from Ogba Egbema Ndoni Constituency 1 are suing their representative at the Rivers State House of Assembly, Nkemjika Ezekwe, over her defection to the APC. Also in the suit are PDP, INEC, Speaker of the State House of Assembly and Governor Siminalayi Fubara, while the members of the constituency, among other things, are demanding that the presidential peace proclamation by President Bola Tinubu should not be implemented because it will infringe on their fundamental human rights to fill or replace the lawmaker who has since defected from their party to another. While their lawyer Ferdinand Onyima spoke to correspondent Soibi Oruwari.
Directives for the resolution of the political impasse in Rivers State, whether implementation of this document will not affect their rights, which they believe the Constitution has given them by declaring the seat of the honorable member representing Onega Constituency 2 vacant by reason of a defection from PDP to APC. So they want court to interpret among all considerations that the directive is to not be given effect to the extent that it affects their rights.
Away from that, an agricultural expert, Charles Okoro, says he is disappointed at the performance of the Rivers State Ministry of Agriculture in 2023. Mr. Okoro, in an interview with correspondent Onyeka Chinwosu, said nothing remarkable happened since Governor Siminalayi Fubara visited the Songhai farm.
There is nothing tangible that happens in the ministry last year. According to Mupu's budget declaration, every government should make the declaration is all about, implying that our government is only paying this service to agriculture. And we have been clamoring as stakeholders in the agricultural sector that at least a technocrat who understand agribusiness should be able to pilot the affairs of that ministry.
Now, on his expectation from the Ministry of Agriculture in 2024, the agricultural expert, Mr. Okoro, called for effective implementation of the budget, among other things.
Let the budget of 2024 in agriculture be translated to the world field so that the farmers in the state will be able to know that actually something is happening in the ministry. The farmers in the state should be able to benefit from federal government intervention. They should make sure that use what we call ISC, irrevocable order system of securing a loan, central bank, and appeal to the small farmer holders and then forming them into cooperative structure that will be monitored that so that.
Still to come, Rest Police arrests alleged call. Now, the Rivers State Police Command has arrested a suspected leader of a cult group, Barikui Amanye, also called Lawyer, for cultism and killing of one Lioneda Lebari. A statement by the police command, by the state police spokesperson, Grace Ringekoko, said Mr. Barikui, an indigene of Kani community in Kana local government area of the state, had been on the police watch list for allegedly terrorizing residents of Elime local government area. In other news, the coordinator, National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Zone B, Levi Sam Okuru, says the decision to stop the parade of illegal certificates indicates hope for better education in Nigeria. Mr. Sam Okuru made this known in an interview with our correspondent following the blacklisting of 18 foreign universities operating in Nigeria.
This is one of the best decisions concerning education. We are standing solidly with the government of Nigeria and the education being proactive to find out these illegal activities about persons that will just go to Benin Republic and Togo, get certificates less than 1 month, and those to be used in their parents during the National Service Corps.
But Element Douglas, a graduate from University and Republic, urged the government to prioritize fixing the tertiary system in Nigeria instead of pension affected graduates for a few eggs.
Yeah, we have eggs that we had over there to be administrative so that they could buy a certificate. Back there, 2017, right, when we do some schools has been closed down by the federal government in Benin Republic because of this fraudulent act to Nigerians. So, but it's actually bad because you do decisions like that, but that's to get
the African countries and his station forced the federal government to suspend the accreditation and evaluation of degree certificates from Benin Republic and Togo. Well, in an interview, Mr. Audu said his certificate was delivered like pizza after payment was made. The chairman of Trade Union Congress, TUC in Rivers State, Ikechukwu Onyefuru, is asking the federal government to allow the union access to its financial records for an independent verification into claims that subsidy is still being paid for petrol. Mr. Onyefuru made the call in an interview with correspondent Soibi Oruwari.
You have a government that you cannot verify anything. The official position of NNPC Limited today is that fuel subsidy is gone. The official position of the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is that fuel subsidy is gone. But in reality, is fuel subsidy gone? Who is the sole importer of petroleum products? So whether they are subsidizing, whether they are not subsidizing, the official position of the government is what we need to verify. We have demanded as a union that they open the books, but they are not willing to do that.
Well, the TUC chairman also advised the federal government to publish the savings it has made from the end of the subsidy removal regime. Well, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has insisted that the federal government is not paying subsidies on fuel. On the foreign scene, Iran's state media is reporting that at least 103 people have been killed by 2 bomb explosions near the gravesite of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani on the 4th anniversary of his killing by the US. And that's the news, but let's take a look at the highlights. On the news this evening, you heard that the Rivers State Civil Service Commission has remained silent on the redeployment of State Assembly Clerk and some others. The Rivers State Police Command has arrested an alleged cult leader, and reactions have trailed the ban on degrees from foreign universities. On the foreign scene, at least 103 persons have been killed by 2 bomb explosions in Iran. The news was edited by Martha Okirinkim. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Constance Mega. Thank you for listening.